Today we're going to learn another 10 common idioms, phrases, and sentences that native English speakers use every single day. These expressions are super useful, and I promise by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what these expressions mean and how to use them naturally in your own conversations. Here's how you can get the most out of this video. First, listen while reading the subtitles. This will help you catch every word and follow along more easily. Then, play the video again and try to repeat the sentences out loud, but this time without reading the subtitles. This will really help you improve your pronunciation, listening, and speaking skills. Don't just listen. Pause, reflect, and take notes. That way, you can remember and review them later. This is a great way to boost your listening, reading, and speaking, all at the same time. This lesson is a fun and simple way to improve your English step by step. Before we dive in, if you're finding this helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps a ton, and I really appreciate your support. All right, let's get started with our first expression. Number 1, it's not over till it's over. This proverb is something we say when we want to remind someone that anything can happen until something is completely finished. It means that even if things look bad or hopeless, there's still a chance for things to change. We shouldn't give up because the final result isn't decided yet. I remember watching a basketball game with my friend last month. Our favorite team was losing by 20 points with only 10 minutes left. My friend wanted to turn off the TV because he thought it was hopeless. But I told him, "Hey, it's not over till it's over." And you know what? Our team came back and won the game. It was incredible. We use this proverb a lot in sports, but also in everyday situations. For example, I know you're worried about your job interview, but it's not over till it's over. You still have a chance. You might hear something like, "The test was really hard, but it's not over till it's over." Maybe everyone struggled with it. Here's another one. "I'm behind in this competition, but it's not over till it's over. I'm going to keep trying my best." Have you ever been in a situation where things looked impossible, but then they changed at the last minute? Let me know in the comments. Number 2, I'm out of options. This sentence is what we say when we've tried everything we can think of, but nothing has worked. It means we have no more choices or solutions left to try. It's like being stuck with nowhere to go. My sister used this expression just last week. She had been looking for a new apartment for 2 months. She called every place in her budget, visited dozens of apartments, and even asked friends for help. Finally, she called me and said, "I'm completely out of options. I don't know what else to do." Thankfully, a friend of a friend had an apartment available the very next day. This is a really common expression when people feel frustrated or stuck. For example, "My car won't start, I missed the bus, and my phone is dead. I'm out of options for getting to work on time." You might hear something like, "I've tried every restaurant in town, but they're all booked. I'm out of options for our anniversary dinner." Let's take this one. "I studied every way I could think of, but I'm still confused. I'm out of options and need to ask the teacher for help." When was the last time you felt like you were out of options? What did you do? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. Number 3, is that all you've got? This question is something we ask when we want to challenge someone or when we think they can do better. It's like saying, "Come on, you can do more than that." Sometimes it's playful and friendly, but sometimes it can sound a little tough or competitive. I use this expression a lot when I'm exercising with my friends. Last weekend, we were doing push-ups together and my friend stopped after just 10. I looked at her and said, "Is that all you've got? I know you can do 20. She laughed and did 10 more. It was all in good fun, and we were motivating each other. But be careful with this expression because it depends on your tone and the situation. For example, you only brought me one cookie. Is that all you've got? This sounds playful if you're joking with a friend. You might hear something like, you're giving up after just 5 minutes. Is that all you've got? Here's another one. That's your best idea for the project. Is that all you've got? Let's brainstorm some more. This question can be motivating, but make sure you use it with people who know you're being encouraging, not mean. Have you ever used this expression before? Tell me about it in the comments. Number 4, you can count on me. This phrase is a beautiful way to tell someone that they can trust you completely. It means you can depend on me, or I will be there for you. When you say this, you're making a promise to help someone when they need you. My best friend Sarah said this to me when I was going through a really tough time last year. I was stressed about work, my grandmother was sick, and I felt overwhelmed. Sarah looked me in the eyes and said, "Whatever you need, you can count on me. I'm here for you." And she really was. She helped me with everything from grocery shopping to just listening when I needed to talk. This is one of the most important phrases you can learn because it shows care and commitment. For example, I know moving is stressful, but you can count on me to help you pack and carry boxes. You might hear something like, "Don't worry about picking up your kids from school tomorrow. You can count on me." Let's take this one. "I promise I'll finish this report on time. You can count on me." It's such a warm and reassuring thing to say to someone. When someone says this to you, it feels amazing because you know they really care. Have you ever told someone they could count on you? How did it feel? Number 5, I've got your back. This phrase is another wonderful way to show support, but it's a bit more protective. It means, I will support you and protect you from problems or people who might hurt you. It's like being someone's guardian or defender. I'll never forget when my coworker used this expression with me. We were in a meeting, and our boss was being unfairly critical of a project I had worked really hard on. After the meeting, my coworker came up to me and said, "Hey, I've got your back. What he said wasn't fair, and I'm going to talk to him about it." It meant so much to me to know someone was on my side. We use this phrase when we want to protect someone or stand up for them. For example, if anyone gives you trouble at school, just remember that I've got your back. You might hear something like, "Don't worry about presenting to the big boss. I've got your back and we'll prepare together." Here's another one. "My little brother knows that no matter what happens, I've got his back." This phrase is all about loyalty and protection. It's stronger than just offering help because it means you're willing to defend someone. Do you have someone in your life who has your back? Let me know in the comments. Number 6, I'll get it done. This sentence is a simple but powerful promise. It means I will complete this task, or I will make sure this happens. When you say this, you're taking responsibility and showing that people can trust you to finish something. My dad uses this expression all the time, and it's one of the things I admire most about him. Whenever my mom asks him to fix something around the house or help with a project, he always says, "Don't worry, honey. I'll get it done." And he always does. Last month, our kitchen sink was broken, and he told my mom, "I'll get it done this weekend." Sure enough, by Sunday evening, we had a perfectly working sink. This is such a useful sentence for work and personal situations. For example, "I know the deadline is tight, but don't worry, I'll get it done." You might hear something like, "The presentation needs to be perfect for tomorrow's meeting. I'll get it done tonight." Let's take this one. My friend needs help moving this Saturday. It's a lot of work, but I promised her I'll get it done. When you say this phrase, you're showing confidence and reliability. People love hearing this because it gives them peace of mind. Have you ever made a promise like this? Did you keep it? Share your story in the comments. Number 7, through thick and thin. This idiom is a beautiful way to describe loyalty that never changes, no matter how difficult things get. Thick and thin represents good times and bad times. So when you say you'll stick with someone through thick and thin, you mean you'll be there in happy times and sad times, easy times and hard times. My grandparents have been married for 55 years, and they always say they've been together through thick and thin. They've faced job loss, health problems, raising 4 children, and many challenges, but they never gave up on each other. When people ask them the secret to their long marriage, my grandmother always smiles and says, "We promised to love each other through thick and thin, and we kept that promise." This idiom is often used to talk about long-lasting relationships and friendships. For example, Maria and I have been best friends for 20 years. We've been through thick and thin together. You might hear something like, "My dog has been with me through thick and thin. He's always there when I need him." Here's another one. "This team has stayed together through thick and thin. We never give up on each other." It's such a meaningful expression because it shows deep commitment and love. Do you have someone in your life who has been with you through thick and thin? I'd love to hear about them in the comments. Number 8, I shouldn't have done that. This sentence is how we express regret about something we did. It means we realize we made a mistake and we wish we had acted differently. It's a way of admitting we were wrong and taking responsibility for our actions. Just yesterday, I used this expression myself. I was running late for work, and I was so stressed that I spoke rudely to the cashier at the coffee shop. As soon as I left, I felt terrible. I kept thinking, I shouldn't have done that. She was just doing her job, and I was mean to her for no reason. I actually went back later to apologize because I felt so bad about it. We use this sentence when we want to admit our mistakes and show that we've learned from them. For example, I was so angry that I hung up on my mother. I shouldn't have done that. You might hear something like, I ate the whole pizza by myself last night. I shouldn't have done that, and now I feel sick. Let's take this one. I told my friend her new haircut looked bad. I shouldn't have done that, and now she's upset with me. It takes courage to admit when we're wrong, but it's so important for our relationships and personal growth. Have you ever had a moment where you realized you shouldn't have done something? How did you handle it? Number 9. My deepest condolences. This phrase is a formal and respectful way to express sympathy when someone has lost a loved one. Condolences means expressions of sympathy and comfort during a time of sadness. When we add deepest, it makes our sympathy even more sincere and heartfelt. I had to use this expression last month when my coworker's father passed away. I wasn't sure what to say because I wanted to be respectful and kind, but I also didn't want to say the wrong thing. I decided to keep it simple and sincere. I told her, I just heard about your father. Please accept my deepest condolences. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. This is the kind of phrase we use in more formal or serious situations. For example, I was so sorry to hear about your grandmother. My deepest condolences to you and your family. You might hear something like, please accept my deepest condolences for your loss. Your mother was a wonderful person. Here's another one. I know how much your dog meant to you. My deepest condolences during this difficult time. This phrase shows respect and compassion during very sad times. It's important to know expressions like this because they help us support others when they need it most. Have you ever had to offer condolences to someone? It's never easy, but it means a lot to people who are grieving. Number 10. I'm so sorry for your loss. This phrase is probably the most common way to express sympathy when someone has lost a loved one. It's more casual than my deepest condolences, but it's equally sincere and caring. Loss refers to the death of someone important to the person you're speaking to. My neighbor used this expression with me when my cat passed away 2 years ago. I know some people might think it's silly to be sad about a pet, but my cat had been with me for 15 years. My neighbor saw me crying in my garden and came over. She put her hand on my shoulder and said, "I'm so sorry for your loss. I know how much Whiskers meant to you." It was such a simple sentence, but it made me feel so much better to know someone understood my sadness. This phrase works in many different situations. For example, "I heard about your grandfather. I'm so sorry for your loss." You might hear something like, "I can't imagine how you're feeling right now. I'm so sorry for your loss." Let's take this one. "Your friend was such a kind person. I'm so sorry for your loss." Both "my deepest condolences" and "I'm so sorry for your loss" are important phrases to know because they help us show love and support when people are going through the hardest times in their lives. Sometimes we don't know what to say, but these simple expressions can bring comfort to someone who is hurting. Let's recap what we learned today. We covered 10 really useful expressions that native English speakers use all the time. We learned "it's not over till it's over" for when we want to stay hopeful, "I'm out of options" for when we've tried everything, and "is that all you've got" for when we want to challenge someone in a friendly way. We talked about "you can count on me" and "I've got your back" for showing support, "I'll get it done" for making promises, and "through thick and thin" for describing lasting loyalty. We also learned "I shouldn't have done that" for expressing regret, and finally, "my deepest condolences" and "I'm so sorry for your loss" for showing sympathy during difficult times. These expressions are going to help you sound more natural and confident in your English conversations. Remember to practice them, use them when appropriate, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we all learn. Which of these 10 expressions was your favorite today? Which one do you think you'll use first? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more English lessons. I'll be back tomorrow with 10 more idioms, phrases, and sentences to help you on your English learning journey. Take care and keep practicing your English. You're doing amazing, and I believe in you. See you in the next video.